Hi everyone, this is Talali from the Gulf Sniper. I'm taking you today through the daily recap and the look back at the month of January 2021. Let's start with the backtest. As usual, I made the backtest for you guys to save some time as our session will be a little bit lengthy. We have achieved in our exceptional day of Friday $3,513.30. Okay, and this is as a result of the following that we will be going through quickly, so we can provide also we can talk about the look back of the month of January. So on the 29th, we achieved 3,513, as you can see, and you can freeze the screen here and see the results, the top performance and the least profitable trades as well. Number of trades were 46 and 15 out of 46 were successful, so the winning rate is 32.6%. Let me take you through the daily update and the winning signals, and we'll look also at the winning, also at the charts, also how the signals appeared on the chart. As you know that the day was challenging and was a continuation of the bad week that we are having on the stocks market. Nevertheless, this day we were lucky, better than Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday was a very tough day, and we recorded a loss. We're losing 30 minutes of the trading, so we will be talking about the opportunities here, then we will switch to this as we go through the update. First trade, PHAT, was a perfect day, but it was a losing trade due to the entry that was there. So obviously this is not the right place to enter. It seems that PHAT continued to give signals, so I think the right signal and right entry will assure you a good profit here. Moving to MFH. MFH was a losing one also, and I think, as usual, this is obvious. We're not gonna spend time on this. LGHL was supposed to be a winning one, and surprisingly it is a losing one. It is losing. Maybe the only problem here is that we entered below the signal came below the confirmation. So if you start from here, definitely it will be a clear one. Again, that's the difference. Usually that's the same always in each update and every day. Always the entry and the difference between the signal in the backtest and the reality for the real trader. There is the difference usually. Moving to SRAX. Okay, that's a clear no-go. So you should not enter in this until you see the confirmation, especially with the red market, with the reddish market, with the bearish one. LMFA. It made a profit, but this was not supposed to be a winning trade. We should not enter really in this. What had happened is that it started at 2.91 and then it went all the way, breaking the $3, then testing it and returning back. So imagine that you decided to go without the confirmation. You will definitely encounter the loss and will be a losing one. This is not supposed to be a winning trade. This has won by chance, by luck only. Technically, this should not be entered. I believe we are now aware. We are now aware that this is not a correct entry. So, okay, I would say that this is an accepting one. Again, as we accept the losing ones, we should accept this winning one. So, but the reality, if there is a profit here or if there is a winning trade, it should be the other ones, MFH and the other one. Nevertheless, here is the difference. Here is why we talk about the opportunities as appeared on the backtest, and again as we enter using our judgment and our experience. BIMI, obviously it is not a good one to enter, especially because when the market opens, of course, the red market and the moving average, the 50 days moving average ahead of you, it's not a tempting, it's not a tempting trade, and you have opportunities, so it's better not to enter this one. Again, look into the right opportunity, the right entry. It's more than half of the profit of the winning trade actually. Here it's obvious again, no need to talk about it. VI, VE and GR and Q. Clearly it's not supposed to be a trade. We are not supposed to consider this one as an opportunity. Okay, moving a little bit with the fast forwarding with the trading. Let's see, for example, AEHL, whether we were supposed to really enter this one. I think it's obvious this is a winning one, provided that you enter here after crossing all, or maybe you can just enter here with the risk, but you should wait really until you see. So it gave you a $2.80, and your exit was supposed to be before a cent ahead of the tree. I think this is perfect entry with our 7%. So yes, if you enter here, it made the profit, it continued for a good time, then it went all the way down, testing the moving average, the 20 days, the 20 simple moving average, and going up again. So this is obvious, and I think if someone is trading this, he will be lucky, or she will be lucky, not being trapped and falling down, because it made the move, the entry just right into the and it made the move, then it hit during the 5 minutes as low as 2.5. So that was maybe the most active candle in the day. Yeah, that was the most active candle throughout the whole day. BLCN, I think if you enter from here, you will not struggle with this, and you will make the profits. So excellent. Let's fast forward, see how the big ones, and how are we supposed to enter, or whether we will be really entering and catching the trade or losing it. Here it's obvious that the signal appeared here and never hit our stop loss at a perfect entry after the confirmation. 1, 2, 3 candles confirming, then we entered a little bit late here. The signal came late, but however, luckily we made the profit here. Moving to IHT. In one candle, being far away from the moving averages and then hitting, that was kind of risky one, but with the momentum and everything. I think it was, let us see the momentum here, 1020. See how many, by the way, let's go back to, have we talked about CATE, CATB? CATB appeared at around 10 o'clock. I wonder why it did not show up here. CATB. Oh, okay, it was a losing trade. Okay, excellent. As I talked about it a while ago, when you enter was a little bit, or I did not talk about it, I believe, but it was not confirming. So it gave you the confirmation at 9:55, 9:50 to 9:55, and the most confirming signal was here at the 9:59, and see how many signals appeared. So I think this is a confirmation that you can go ahead. The only barrier is the 4. You are at 4, and then it disappeared for a while, then it showed up again. Okay, excellent. Maybe this will be your right entry. Again, at the same minute, 9:59. So if you enter here at the 9:59 and 10 o'clock at $4 and $4.01 and $4 breaking the $4, I think you can easily make your profit. However, as I usually say, there is always the predetermined profit target, which you should not usually try your trade, when you are exceeding that, having fear that it will go back far below that. But somebody can take the risk looking at the momentum and the confirmation signal and can do the trade and, get a good profit here. Going back to METX, METX appeared at 1014. 1014 was this METX. I think this is not supposed to be an entry trade because your resistance is here. You need to wait until you get the confirmation. So the confirmation was here, but unfortunately it did not continue to your target, to our target at this opportunity, and there are no enough signals, but it did not make it anyway. So what had happened is that it continued down, and then, as we will see, I believe we will see at 1 o'clock again on the opportunities here on the screener. Okay, let's move to IHT. I think I talked about it already, so we'll move on to the other ones. Yeah, we talked about this one. So let's move to NM. NM was doing great, was doing perfect move towards the end of the market. Yeah, I remember. And if you enter here with the confirmation at early stage, I think in one candle you can easily do it, and you can get maybe the conclusion of the day. Maybe you can, within the first 1 hour, you can achieve your your daily target profit. MOSY, very late signal, and I think I would be a little bit scared to enter this one, although it is retesting, but with the time you will be experienced enough and you will be able easily to tell. Here is NN when I talked about it, and PXS was doing also excellent. The time it appeared to us was excellent and perfect, and it did it in 2 minutes only. So that's a perfect one. AEMD, I remember it was doing great move, yes, but it did not, it's obvious that it is too late. If you miss it from here, I think it's not wise to go to enter this trade, especially at this day. It's a Friday, plus it's a bearish day, and it's a continuation of and it's the end of the month, and you know, at end of the month, maybe it will be a good motivation, because some short will be, the shorts will be squeezed, and there will be, but not at this market, not today, not today. Okay, moving to GILL. See, it was doing the previous 2 days, excellent move, and imagine again, this is a lesson to, or this is a reminder to those who enter and they forget to put their target, their profit, stop loss and target, take profit. See what will happen if you enter here. If you get trapped here, what will happen? Now it's at 50% lower than it was 2 days ago only. So somebody can easily lose 50% of his investment in 2 days only, in just 2 days. And again, who knows when it will return back? It might take you months, if not longer than that even. Okay, PANL. I think there was no reason for this to be a losing one, but you know, it happens sometimes. Next. It will be really difficult to decide after the performance in the previous days to go with this, especially when you are entering after all this uptrend. You are in the middle of nowhere, actually. You don't have a determined. Plus, there is a starting signal of going down. The crossover between the moving averages. That's the 10 days and the 20 days simple moving averages. So I think there are many factors that will make you not really to decide to go with this trade. Okay, next is ENOB. ENOB is not having that. Well, actually here it should give you a signal, and it should be attractive that somebody might decide to go with it, especially because it has tested the 50 days moving average, and there is no, the penetration had happened, and there is no limit. But looking at the volume overall, and the signal, when the crossover looks like that, I think with the time you will tell if it is happening. If the signal is happening here at this area, you can easily claim your 7%. But here it's happening. It's more likely to be going down, and in order to avoid making it more complicated, I'm not adding the Bringer bands here. It will be more complicated. TRIB has done a perfect move, and has done it in 1 minute only, in less than a minute. That's a perfect one. Okay, let's move on to move forward with the monthly update. Let's take CL. Where is CLEU? CLEU, no need to talk about it, because it has done an excellent move here. It's obvious. EDTK, it's a confusing one actually. It should be a winning one. But it seems that the entry had happened, and then it went down, it went against our trade. SGRB, perfect move, perfect entry, and no reverse movement. So yes, it has done a perfect movement here, 7% perfect, and it continued. So I think it appeared again also. SGRB, I don't want to go here and dig for it more, but I think it appeared also. Anyways, for those who were watching the daily trade, the live streaming, I think they were able to see the signals. I think it appeared more than one time here. I saw it here, and I think it continued here. Anyway, TAOB, supposed to be a winning one actually, but signal came late. Okay, VDU, winning one, perfect. Okay, let's see what's there also. Icon, another day, another win also, excellent. Okay, last but not least, KBSF came at the last hour of the last week of the last month, and it did also good 7%, equivalent to $921. So congrats. All right, then now let me talk about the next subject, which is the monthly update. I'm so happy to share with you the good results of the first month, starting from the 4th, of course. And as usual, I have summarized all these, the results, so you can see them here. You know what I'll do? I'll just give you a second to freeze the signal here. Then we'll minimize it so we can talk about the two. Yeah, like that. I believe that's better. I think that would be good. Okay, if we put them side by side, I can give you like that. You can take your time later and freeze the channel and compare the results together. But the good news is that we have managed to make, starting with $10,000, we managed to make total of $84,398.80. That's equivalent to total of 383 or 84%, close to 400%. But after calculating all everyday trades, number of trades, assuming that we'll be trading the whole number of trades without missing any trade. So the total number of each day multiplied by my broker CMB, Capital Markets Elite, CME, I mean, groups, CME Elite Group, they give or they charge per trade 3.95. Again, our starting equity is 10,000, but we are not, of course, the buying power. I believe that not all are giving 10. I think the maximum given buying power is 6 to 1 or 60,000 in my case. Again, we don't need it. And in next month, I will do new setting. Our starting equity will be, I will not say 40,000, but I will say 20,000. And then we will do share size equal to less than 3,000. So we do the same result, but with less share size. I want your opinion in this. If you have another opinion, please share with me. Otherwise, we'll just maintain it and keep it as it is. Okay, so here it is. Total trades were 777. I multiplied it by 2 because there is one trade for buying and one trade for selling. Okay, and then the net profit will be $42,260.50, equivalent to 322 or 23%. Okay, if we change, starting out. And by the way, I made it now. It is appearing as 72 because usually I put the maximum duration of 3 months. Now I changed the setting today and I made it only 30 days, as you can see, or 20 days actually, excluding the 4 days from, from December of the last year. So what I'll be doing is that I will be changing the next, starting from the beginning of February. And I think if I keep this, it should make no harm. Notice that the buying power is at the max, so it is still 129 versus 129. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is maintained as the max, which is 129,316. Again, it should not be that. I think if we continued with this excellent performance next month, for March, we will be making it 30,000. Then I think still it will be maintained. It will not change. I think at this level it will be changed, or it will show you that this is realistic. Actually, this one usually is multiplied by so it's 6 to 1, so it should be multiplied by 6. So this one should be 300,000, but we'll not talk about it. Okay. So for now, let's make it as 20,000 for the coming month, starting from February 1st. Then what will happen also is that we will keep the share size, but if the results are like that next month, I think results will be the same. Let's have a quick run and see what will happen. Yeah, I believe that nothing will change. Actually, nothing will change. There will be nothing to change, because your equity only will give you really the capability to trade more trades, to have more trades than the not only 2 as we are doing in January. Maybe with this equity you can do 3 trades at the same time. So with the time, maybe if we continue this performance until say June, those results here will be kind of identical to the results that we'll be seeing here, because our buying power will be enough to purchase or to enter all these opportunities. So we can work easily on the automation and provided by trade ideas, and somebody can link his account or her account to the, if this is a good idea. I think I'm not a fan of the automation, and then but again, this is subject for the trader and what he or she believes in. All right, that's all what I wanted to share with you. And next will be the modification as we agreed, or as we discussed now, and that will be more realistic. If there is any other update, I will share it with you. It's important to share with you that the most win days in row were 6 days, and I think you were with me. We celebrated the streak. And the most lose days in row were 1 only, whether here and here or here. Biggest winning day was 7,448 that we recorded yesterday on the update of Thursday. And the biggest losing day was 2,603 on the 15th as well. With this, I conclude the update session. And next will be the modifications that we discussed during the recap of the month and the session, by changing the capital to be 20,000. And what I'm working on is to start trading with you live on a demo account, to show you the opportunities and how we enter and how we exit and how we end up our day on actual trading using the demo account. So thank you for watching and following me on my channel, and I wish you enjoy the profits using the Gulf Screener, the Gulf Sniper Screener. Bye bye for now and take care.